Hello, it's Brian with Alpha Training, and this week's tip is about search folders in Outlook. This is a tool that I'm constantly surprised that so few people even know exists, yet can really save you a lot of time when trying to locate particular email in a very large inbox. So here's the situation. Every month I get a file from a very important person, and I have to make sure that I get to that file and I have to process it. But the problem is it gets lumped in with so many other messages, it's very difficult to locate. So what most people do is they will come up here to the search inbox and they'll type in the name of the person. Let's say I'm trying to type in, search for something from Kevin, and then I can narrow that search down with a variety of refinement tools, such as show me everything that has attachments, show me everything that I received just this month. That'll narrow the search down even further, and then maybe just those messages that have a high priority flag attached to them. And that gets me down to the one message that I needed to locate. Well, that does work, but that's a whole lot of clicks, and if I have to do this every single week or every single month, or worst case every single day, I have to constantly go up here. I have to type in the person's name, I have to type in this criteria and this criteria and that criteria, and just keep whittling down. I can actually accomplish all of that with a single click. Now, it does require a little bit of setup, but once that setup is done, it's all just a one-click solution. Where I take care of that is over here on the left, with this little area called search folders. Now, if you hit the little triangle next to the word search folders, there are going to be some pre-built search folders, and the idea behind these is if you click on one of these categories, then a predefined set of criteria is executed, and then it shows you the results of that criteria on the right. So if I said show me every email message that has large attachments, or show me everything that has a high priority flag, or show me everything that has been categorized. If you have Lync installed, you're going to have some extra folders here for phone conversations, so you may or may not have those. But what I want to do is I want to create my own search folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click where it says search folders and then choose new search folder. Now, there are some pre-built templates that come with this. So if you're just looking for mail from specific people or anything that is a high priority, you can just click that, hit OK, and the search criteria is automatically built. So if I said mail from specific people and I hit choose, then I can type in a specific person like Kevin Crutchfield, and I will, oops, let's redo that, and I could add him to the list, hit OK, and so now I have a Kevin Crutchfield search folder. So at any time when I'm just sitting in my normal inbox and I say, oh, let's go look at all email from Kevin, I can just come down here and click his name in the search folder list, and I'm now looking at all email from Kevin. If you need to modify that search folder, or you need to rename it or delete it, then right-clicking on the search folder will give you all of those options. So there's rename, there's delete, and there's customize if you need to go in and change any of the parameters. So I'm going to delete that one. Now, right-clicking back on the search folders and choosing new search folder, instead of choosing one of these pre-built templates, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there is a create custom search folder, and this is where you can get into all the wild exotic types of choices. So the first thing we have to do is we have to select all of our criteria. So I'm going to hit choose, and I'm going to give the search folder a name, and I'm going to call this monthly budget, and then hit the criteria button. And there are some tabs here that will give you some of the more common choices, like if you're looking for specific words in the subject line or specific words in the body text. So you could change this and say look in the subject and the message body. Anything from a specific person, so I'm looking for anything from Kevin Crutchfield, so I'll hit from, and I'll go find Kevin's name in the list, add him. When was that mail sent to me? I don't want every single mail that was ever sent to me by Kevin. I just want the ones that were sent in the last month. So I'm going to choose received and then change this to this month. Now, under the More Choices tab, I could say I only want to look at email messages that are unread. So I don't want to look at everything that I've already seen. Only items with one or more attachments. So if it doesn't have an attachment, I don't want to see it. Now, I also want to choose anything that's high priority, so whose importance is high. So now that I've defined all of my parameters, I can hit OK again, and then finally one last OK. And now I have this search folder called monthly budget. So if I'm up here in the inbox and some time has gone by and I say, oh, I want to check and see if I've gotten the monthly budget, I can just come down here to the search folder, give it a click, and right there I have found that particular email message. And that does the same thing as going up to your search field, typing in criteria, and then defining all of these options. So if you find yourself looking for the same types of things over and over and over again, you may want to consider creating a search folder just to make the process a little faster.